So let's see, guys. I'm really excited about this. Like I said, Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 was insanely high quality, especially for like the broad stuff it was trying to do. A really, really like in-depth game, but also a very obtuse game. So I'm hoping that they like, you know, smooth it out. But it was a very unique game. And there was like, they did so many really, really cool things in this game. So let's see the trailer for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Exactly. You hope it remains obtuse. I mean, like, you know, approachable, Ryan. Approachable. There's ways to smooth this out. So let's see it. Let's see it. I've been waiting
18.
the entire time for you guys. Oh, whoops. Sorry. There we go. Might be a little too loud. There we go. Is that better?
When it seems you're out of luck.
You got an old medieval ditty. I like this.
There's just one man who gives a fuck. A friend.
Dude, this song is already goated. I love this.
Who'll never leave you stuck.
I like this.
Now who can that friend be?
Okay. Let's see.
Henry, a hero Henry.
It's been a while, but now we can finally show you Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Holy shit! Oh my god! It's our boy, it's Henry! Do they have guns? I know. And that's the voice actor, I know. Dude, they have guns.
Take cover!
Okay. Let's see this. Oh man. This feels good already.
Of leaving this place.
There's our boy. There's young Henry.
Becoming more than a peasant.
You know the trouble with an
Are those
adventurous
Mongols?
life? It can end before it gets started.
This trailer is good. This trailer is building up tension a lot.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man.
I love this.
Wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
My God.
Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
You still have a long way to go till your work is done.
Dog! There's a dog. I'm happy. Dude, this is
O
insane.
merciful God, be kind and protect us, so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
Holy smokes, man. These guys are committing. This is great.
Hello and welcome. My name's Tom McKay, and together with Luke Dale, we're here to present the first in-depth look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, an action RPG set in a realistic world of the late Middle Ages.
We're in Kuttenberg, a gorgeous city at the heart of Europe, but also at the heart of KCD II. So let's take you into the world of the game with the help of Warhorse, the creators of this medieval
This is so
saga.
cool.
It's almost exactly 10 years since I was doing a video like this, introducing our new game. It's almost exactly 6 years since
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I love it when game devs, you can tell these guys are absolutely bona fide, gigantic nerds. Like, when things are so historically based, like Ryan is completely right. He's talking about, like, he's correct. The places existed. The reason I bought this game, the Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, was because I found out it was all historically accurate. And I was like, wait, what? And so, like, I looked it up and I was like, oh my God, all these things are literally real. Yeah. Skalitz isn't actually a place. Yeah, exactly. All kinds of stuff. And like, these guys, the people who made this game are huge history nerds. And you can tell there's so much detail, and it's rich detail. Oh my God. And like, this reminds me of, do you guys remember when we covered PAX Day? PAX Day was another, it's an MMO, and it's like kind of like medieval, low fantasy based. And they based it on, like, I think it was Swedish folklore. So they did the entire discussion and the announcement of PAX Day in like a Swedish castle. And they had like all this historical information in the background, and they were like showing the books that they were looking at for like the mythology and everything. Like, it was so cool. I love it when devs are this passionate, man. It makes me so happy to see. Oh my God. Sorry, I had to pause it just to say that, because God, this stuff makes me so happy. Let's continue.
this game called Kingdom Come Deliverance was finally released. So now it's perfect opportunity to show you what we have been working on those 6 years, which is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yep.
And where else to do it than in this magnificent cathedral in this royal city of Kuttenberg, where
That's
the majority of
beautiful.
this game takes place.
Cathedrals
Back
are
then,
gorgeous.
10 years ago, at the beginning, it was only 11 of us in a small office. Now it's 250 people working very hard for years to bring you the ultimate medieval RPG adventure.
I hope this works.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 follows the adventures of Henry, a young lad who barely survives the invasion of a raiding force on his village. Henry embarks on a quest of revenge against those who butchered his family and burned his home to the ground.
As a trusted squire and friend to young Sir Hans, our hero
I love how they made the villain look like the most evil motherfucker possible. Like, he just looks like he's like, you just look at him and you're like, man, this guy is evil. Holy shit, I love that.
Henry is sent on a simple mission, but things turn ugly very soon.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a continuation of Henry's previous adventures,
Okay,
but the story's written in such a way that it's perfect for newcomers to Henry's journey.
perfect.
Henry is a character that I think everybody can identify with, because he starts off as a kind of nobody and goes
He's not even just, they're kind of underselling this a little bit. So I played about 20 hours of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, Henry is not only just kind of a nobody, he's literally a nobody. Like, he's just like a random peasant in a small town. His dad is kind of like relatively important, but he's kind of growing up to be like kind of just a random peasant dude. Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to get it in. Exactly right. There's a cute girl. You're trying to be with a cute girl at the very beginning, and then your entire town gets like burned to the ground, and your parents are killed in front of you, and you're left with nothing. Like, you're left with literally nothing. It is one of the harshest early game experiences I've ever had in any game ever. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, exactly. He's trying to fuck the barmaid, and they even kill the barmaid. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Holy smokes, man. Yeah, it's so funny because, like, you're You know how like Fallout 3, you start out with very little. You know, Fallout New Vegas, we're just playing the Fallout games. You start out with like basically nothing until you get the DLCs, and then you start with a whole bunch of shit. You know, all of these like games where they're trying to start you off with like nothing. This game actually starts you off with nothing. Like, I remember when I first started Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, the way I played through the early game, Ryan, was the people that take you in, that little castle, I just stole everything from them. I just stole everything. I had to restart my game like 15 times because I kept getting caught. Because stealing that game is extremely difficult. So that is how I made my way for the early game. And like, even then, like, it sounds like you would get a lot. No, you don't actually get, even doing that, you really don't get that much. And you still have to like figure it out. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Yeah. Not only does Henry have nothing, he's also covered in poop at the beginning of the game. Exactly. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas when you get started off getting shot in the face. Yeah, but what I mean is like Dread Loris, that you start off and you can steal the brakes off of everything from Good Springs, at least, right? You don't actually get out in the world with nothing. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, you start out with nothing. And like, also, Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't have DLCs where it just throws you like an inventory full of like, you know, weathered 10mm pistol, like 15 throwing spears, a freaking grenade launcher from the DLC. Like, that's what that's what New Vegas does. It actually, like, I hadn't played New Vegas in like 8 years until we started playing New Vegas because of the Fallout show. And it was like a little bit of an immersion breaking throw off moment when all the DLCs hit at the same time at the beginning of New Vegas, and I just had like an inventory full of random shit. And I was like, oh, all right, never mind. It's not gonna be so hard. That's what I mean. That's what I'm comparing it to.
Through life with all these immense challenges, and I feel like everybody can relate to that.
The graphics are so much better than the
Hans
first
is
game.
all the kind of fun times and all the kind of ebullience and joy that Henry has in himself, but it takes a bit of accessing, and I think Hans really helps him to do that.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
The other really cool thing about this game is it actually, I didn't even see too much of it, but like the quality of the character building makes you see all these characters go through arcs. Yeah, exactly. Like Ryan went from hating Hans to liking him. Same here. And I didn't even get that far in the game. And same with Henry himself. He starts off as this snot-nosed little twerp, and he grows really well. Even like, and I never finished the game. So there's like a lot of really good character arcs. They do character building really well. And I think this is one of the few games where I'm very glad it's not like a build your own character. You don't build your own character at all. You're this guy. Like you're Henry. That's it. There's no character creation process. You're not making his nose different or whatever. It's just Henry. And this is one of the games where I'm like, you know, this really works perfectly here. I don't want to be another character. I want to be this really fleshed out single player. It's open world, but the storyline itself is quite linear. And it had some open-ended parts, actually. You could do a whole bunch of stuff in it. But like, you know, the character arc you go through, that's what I mean. But yeah. It's a story.
I'm worried about it being too deep. Come on.
What we are making now is what
You
it
never
was
finished, me
supposed to
neither.
be in the beginning, but we were not able to do it because we didn't have enough resources and experience
Right.
and all that stuff. We've proven that the concept
And
worked.
that was the biggest detraction of the first game. Like, the story is amazing, the things that they were trying to do, the breadth of what they were trying to do was amazing, but everything was just very jank. And you could tell they did not have enough resources. It is an unpolished game. It is a game where certain things just don't have the depth that you want because they were a very small team. They just couldn't get it done. So I'm really excited to see the sequel just grow and just really make it that entire fleshed out experience. Like, I'm super, super excited for this. Because that was the
now
limiting
we
factor.
can take it to another level. which we always wanted. The game is much bigger in scope. Original game we had, I don't know, 3 hours of cutscenes. Now we have more than 5. Regarding the size of the world, it's 2 times bigger than it was. The story is longer and much more epic. So previously it was about an issues of small nobility with bandits.
It's quite limited in
villages.
scope compared.
Now it's about problems of kings.
This is a behemoth of a game in comparison to the first, in my opinion. I think it's got so much more energy and pace and adventure and action and fun and trial and tribulation and just everything that you could want from setting up the characters so beautifully in the first game and then throwing them out there and going, right, let's see what you made of.
This looks so cool.
This is going to be so much fun.
Becoming a true
Henry's
knight.
a young guy, so he's not really like so deeply entrenched in his already, set character traits. So you can build your Henry in a different ways.
Okay.
And that all means that it's actually on you who you want to be. You can save the world. Or
So they made this a little
you can
bit
help
broader.
punish it for its sins.
Yeah, exactly, Laura. Oh,
Kingdom Come is
man.
also historically accurate, but we don't want to do that for the historical reasons of something.
One thing I really hope, like I said, I mean, Ryan was on the other side of this, but like one of the things that was a little rough, it was really cool what they were trying to do with the combat, but the combat was quite jank. And it was really, really hard to get into it and figure out the nuances. You had to put in, like, you felt like a knight learning how to actually fight. Because it was that complicated to fight in the game. And it was, you could never get the bow and arrow right. Yeah, like, dude, it was so hard to get anything right in the fighting in this game. It was so difficult. It was extremely, extremely dense. So I hope that they were able to make that a lot more, I guess, intuitive, a lot more smooth, a lot more approachable. If they were able to do that, this game will be insane. Because, like, that is probably my biggest detraction of the first game. And, like, I liked the combat, but that's because I put in off stream like 10 hours looking at every single nuance to the fighting to try to, like, just figure it out. And it took hours, but it was really cool. It was a really cool process. But man, it was hard. It was like I don't know if I'd be able to do that with my limited time today, you know? So if they make that better, if they make that a lot, more intuitive, that'll be a huge improvement to the game. Like a huge improvement. That was definitely one of the hardest parts of the first game.
We want to do that for the immersion, and we want you to feel the sword in your hand.
Yeah.
We want
That's
you
the coolest
to
part
feel
here.
threatened by the enemies on the battlefield. We want you to fight for your life.
As far as missile weapons go, we added new type of weapons.
Guns!
We added crossbows.
Oh.
Also, some
Yes!
early firearms.
Guns!
Kingdom Come feels like the good old school.
It's our Second Amendment right, guys. I want you to know. The game has officially added our Second Amendment right.
RPGs. It will always surprise you what you can and cannot do.
You know, you can be better in combat. You can be a sweet talking guy who
Ooh,
gets
okay.
his way out of problems. You can be a
They added
charming
more
knight.
RPG mechanics,
You can
it
be a
looks
thief,
like.
You know, a scoundrel.
Yes!
Everything you do will be recorded. People will remember it. If they saw you do that, our crime system will react to that.
For example, when you are, I don't know, drunk and naked, people comment on that on the street. And now you can also reply. You can tell them, oh, I'm sorry. Or you can tell.
That's awesome. Oh my god. Like, a lot of games promise this level of immersion, but it's really hard to deliver. I don't know if they'll be able to deliver, but that is something that the first game did very well. Like, it was, I mean, obviously 6 years ago and much smaller team, everything was limited in scope, but this game was already incredibly immersive. Incredibly immersive.
Them piss off.
So I think they'll be able to deliver
If you do
on
a
this.
lot of criminal stuff around the village, people will start to be suspicious. They will greet you differently. So try to make these little things collapse into like greater mosaic where your actions are really reflected.
It will always surprise you what can be done in Kingdom Come.
I started looking, like, the first town that you get into in the first game, I basically looked at everyone as a giant loot pinata, and I would lure them into the shadows and kill them and steal their stuff. Because as long as you were hidden, there wasn't really any, you know, downside to doing so. I was such a dick in that first game. Oh my god. I was horrible. But it was so hard, you had to.
Different places, so one map is taking place on the actual place that's called Bohemian Paradise. And it's really beautiful nature.
Oh my
with,
god.
Quite unusual rocky formations all around.
I'm assuming this is in game.
And then we are moving to totally different, rather urban countryside, surrounding huge silver mining, very rich city. So there's this big city.
The Gutenberg is a huge step forward for us, and it was, I would say, biggest challenge in the game. Because
yeah, exactly,
from those small outskirts and small cities,
I know a lot of
really
Polish people
in the one of the richest cities in the medieval Europe.
And it's really big. It's even too big, in my opinion.
We are trying to go beyond that usual muddy, dirty, medieval world, dark ages where everyone is dying from famine and war.
It was really like colorful, like it wasn't dark at all. We have really beautiful environments. Like
that looks
players should
gorgeous.
Go and explore all those like little woods and
one of my favorite parts of the game,
rocks
exploration,
and castles.
The thing that I love about the game most is just wandering around, because the nature is really beautiful. It's really serene, peaceful.
It's a dog.
And it's full of secrets.
A killer score. Yeah, the music in this trailer's been insane.
Big part of the game. Jan Walta is the composer as with the first game because I think he's awesome, he's genius.
Holy smokes, man. Gives me like Halo vibes. It's underrated how much a good music score can absolutely, completely elevate a game. And I think there's no larger example of that than Halo. Like, Halo was already an amazing game. And the live score that they made for Halo, the music, every scene is complemented and elevated by the music. Every scene of the game. For Halo 1, 2, and 3, and Reach. ODST a little bit as well. But, I mean, it's very similar music the entire time. It's completely underrated, in my opinion. Completely underrated. BG3 also deserves some music credit. Oh, I mean, that's completely true. But yeah, exactly. I haven't been able to play a lot of it, Mage, because my computer's dead. So, yeah. I mean, I'm talking about games that I've actually played through. But you're right. I mean, the music... Any game with live music is, like, it really does elevate. It really does elevate. That's... Holy smokes, man. They're going hard, man. This is very cool. This is super cool. I completely agree, Dreadlord.
You'll be blown away.
In this game, you can experience something you cannot experience anywhere else.
I think players will be really impressed by that.
I agree with this. Like, Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, for all of its faults, for all of its, like, you know, limitations and everything like that, this is a game where Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, even at the time 6 years ago, no other game was like it. Like, is it perfect? God, no. But is it completely and utterly unique? Absolutely. There is no other game like Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Like, there is no other game. And I'm sure when this comes out, there'll be no other game like this. Will it still be jank? Honestly, probably. Because, like, the scope is just gigantic. But this looks really good.
My message to the fans would be you are in for a ride.
Thank you for all your support. Please follow us on our journey to create something unique. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
Bro, they're
will be released
walking
by
out
the
with
end of
such
this year.
swag.
See you in KCD II.
Bro, they came out like absolute thugs, man. That was awesome. Coming in 2024. So there's no date or anything like that. It just says 2024. So I'm glad it's this year. I mean, hopefully I'll have a new computer by then, because I want to experience this game in like full freaking glory. Isborg, this was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This was the announcement for the sequel for seriously one of the most unique games you'll ever play. I would recommend everyone buys the first game. Know that it'll be jank. Know that it'll be extremely obtuse. Know that it'll be also very rich and rewarding. It'll take like 10 hours to learn the combat. And I'm not even kidding. Like, straight up, like 10 hours to really learn the combat. That's a lot of time. And I'm not giving you hyperbole. It took like a really, really freaking long time. But if you're willing to give like a giant amount of time to it, this game is an insane open world RPG, the first one. And I would like to go back to it. I think one thing is this will be in the lead up to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. When we find a hard date for when the second game is coming out, we'll play the first one. I will re-download the first one, and we'll start from the very beginning and play through the first game if you guys want it. We'll do it. We'll do it on stream, and it'll be a good thing. Because the first game, like, I'm saying all these things, but no one really knows how it is until you really see it. This is so cool, man. This is so cool. Warhorse Studios, man, they killed it. They killed it. Wait, the original is £5 on Steam at the moment? Oh, yeah, scaleless. Dude, I bought the game just because it looked cool for full price. And I got it before I had a computer that could handle it. I bought it when I had nothing but this computer, this 9-year-old computer right here. And this 9-year-old computer obviously could not play it. So I had to wait until I got the new computer, 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago. And then I could play it, and still it was a little jank and limited and everything. But still, like, it's very worth playing scaleless. Let me actually see what it prices in freedom dollars. Where's the actual game? I'm just trying to figure out what the price is. There's a lot of DLCs. A lot of free DLCs as well. Bro, where's the actual game? This is a soundtrack. Apparently I have the soundtrack. Well, I can't find the actual game for some reason. Where is it? Gotta be hidden because I already own it. Oh, yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. We can check via that. I probably should have done it this way anyways. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Deliverance. $5.99? Dude, $6 for this game is insane. If you're willing to put the time in and know that it's jank going in, and like, you know, it's going to be, you know, not a perfect experience or anything, but like a very unique one, yeah, you'll like it. Steam is just being slow for me. Sorry, guys. But yeah, apparently it's $6. $6, completely worth it. Completely worth it. Didn't I buy you that game? I don't think so, Fallen Angel. I got that game way long ago. Way long ago, Fallen Angel. But yeah, super good. Very excited. And this will be a day one play for me. Straight up, this will be a day one play. The first game is so good. This sequel will be deserved to be a day one play. And we'll play through the first game in the lead up. We will play through the entire first game in the lead up. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Holy smokes, man. Holy shit.